Force output buffer flush in running program. I have a long-running Python script that periodically outputs data to standard output that I've invoked with something like. This script has been running for a while and I want to stop it with Ctrl+C but not lose any of its output. Unfortunately, when I implemented the script I forgot to flush the buffer after each line of output with something like the sys.stout.flush, the previously suggested solution for forcing output flushing, so invoking Ctrl+C right now will cause me to lose all my output. If wondering if there's any way to interact with a running Python script, or, more generally, a running process, to force it to flush its output buffer. I'm not asking how to edit and rerun the script to get it to flush correctly. This question is specifically about interacting with a running process, and, in my case, not losing the output from my current code execution.
It seems that I was being overcautious about losing my buffered output after running Ctrl+C. According to this post, I should expect the buffer to be flushed if my program has a normal exit, which would be the case if I hit Ctrl+C. On the other hand, I would lose the buffered output if I killed the script with ckill or similar.
If one were truly wanting that data, I'd suggest attaching the GDB debugger to the Python interpreter, momentarily stopping the task, calling sync1, stout, detach from it, resuming the process, and go peruse the output file. Look in /proc/$pidoff python/fd to see valid file descriptors. $pidoff x returns the PID of process named x. I've used this method to change working DIRs, tweak settings on the fly. Many things. Alas, you can only call functions which are defined in the running program. Sync works nicely though. GDB command info functions will list all of the functions available. Be careful though. You're operating live on a process. There is also the command peekfd, found in Smisk package on Debian Jessie and others, which will allow you to see what's hiding in buffers of a process. Again, /proc/$pidoff python/fd will show you valid file descriptors to give as arguments to peekfd. If you don't remember U for Python, you can always prefix a command with stp in core utils, already installed, to set stin/stout/dir to unbuffered, line buffered or block buffered as desired. Of course, man pages are your friends. Hey. Perhaps an alias might be useful here too. Now your Python always uses U for all your command line endeavors.
First, make sure you have the debugging symbols for Python, or at least glib. On Fedora 1 you can install them with. Then attach GDB to the running script and run the following commands. This will flush stat and also disable buffering. The 2 from the setbook call is the value of _info my system. You'll need to find out what's on yours. grep _inf/user/include/studio.h should do the trick. Based on what I've seen in the implementation of pyfile_setBuffSize and pyfile_WriteString in Python 2.7, it should work pretty well, but I can't make any guarantees. One Fedora includes a special type of RPMs called DebugInfo RPMs. These automatically created RPMs contain the debugging information from the program files, but moved into an external file.
There is no solution to your immediate problem. If your script has already started, you cannot change the buffering mode after the fact. These are all in-memory buffers and all of that is set up when the script starts, file handles are opened, pipes are created, etc. As a long shot, if and only if some or all of the buffering in question is being done at the I/O level on output, you could do a sync command, but this is generally unlikely in a case like this. In the future you can use Python's U option to run the script. In general, many commands have command-specific options to disable stin/stinout buffering, and you may also have some generic success with the unbuffer command from the expect package. A Control+C would cause system-level buffers to be flushed when the program is interrupted unless the buffering is done by Python itself and it has not implemented the logic to flush its own buffers with Control+C. A suspend, crash, or kill would not be so kind. Force stin, stout and stare to be totally unbuffered.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.